Hi everyone, welcome back. So this is the third video in the UiPath data services series. Let's see our agenda for today. Today we are going to discuss about what are choice set, what is the file field type in the UiPath data service. Post that we are going to see how we can edit, update the entities and the fields in the UiPath data service. After that we are going to see how we can delete the entities and the choice set in the UiPath data service. Let us see what a choice set is. So if you remember, in the last video we have created three entities: client, invoice, line items and invoices. So if you will see the number of fields, we have only 5 fields here. So that means we have not added any user defined field here. If I just open this, we have only 5 system defined fields. So let us now try to add in field and try to see what exactly a choice set is. So you can relate choice set to an enum or to a list. So for example, I want to have a list called week. So if I just go ahead and create new field, I want to select a day of week. So I'll write day of week. So now the day of week will be from Monday to Sunday, right? So I have to specify every time. So what other thing I can do is I can specify a choice set. I can give the choice set name and then I can use the choice set to fill up the day of the week. So how do we create a choice set? There are two options. Either we can go here and create new choice set, or what I can do is I can go at the top these three buttons and I can select the choice set. Next we have option of creating a choice set. We click on the plus button. Now what would be the display name? So the display name would be weekdays. Okay, and now what are the choices I want to have? Sunday. Okay, then add a choice. Monday, add a choice. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So I have created a choice set called weekdays and I have added all the days of the week in the choice set. So now what I can do is I can use this choice set in any of the field and it will give me a drop down kind of things. Let's go to more details. You can specify the description. So I'll just write days in the week and hit save. Let's go back to the entities and just open the invoice line items. Now I want to create a new field. I will just type it as day. Okay, and now the type. Now the type I will select is the choice set. So the next option is which choice set. If you remember, we have just created the weekdays. Now the next question, is it required? Okay, I want to have it a mandatory field. Do I want to have multiple selections? So if I want to select both Monday and Tuesday, I have to allow this. For a single selection, I'll just leave this option unchecked, and in the more details I can have this description, day of week. Click on save. Now if you'll see, we have created a field called day which is of the type choice set. Now let's try to add some data. We go to the data tab, hit on add new data, and I have only one drop down here which is Monday to Friday. So I can select any of the value, let's say Thursday, and I hit save. So this data is already added. So now the Thursday is already added here and these are the 5 user defined fields. Okay, so let's do one thing. We'll quickly create one more field here which says name. I will just mark it as required, hit save. Okay, now if I go to the data, now if I go and add data, so now I would have two fields. So one is the drop down field which I have to select the data, let's say Monday, and in the name I'll just write my name, hit save. Okay, so this is how the choice set works in UiPath data service. Now that we have seen what a choice set is, how we can use a choice set in the data service, now explore the next field type which is called the file. So we go back to the entity. So if I just create a new field and I'll just name it to file type. Okay, and now the type I want to select it to the file. So what this option will give me, it will give me an wizard where I can upload the data and I can browse any kind of the file. So I go ahead and just type the description as upload the file, hit save. The file type is already added. Now if you'll see the type, it is file and this is the description. Now if I go ahead and add the data, so I go to the data tab, add data. So if you remember, this is the choice set we just created. We just select to Sunday. The name I'll just give it to my name again. And now this is the file type. So what this allow me is to select any file from the computer. So what I can do is I can go ahead to my folder structure and I'll just select a PNG image and hit on save. So as you can see, the file 2.png is uploaded for the new record which I just created, and for the above two records the file type was just introduced, so it is blank. So I can always go ahead and upload this one also. Another option is we can always go ahead and drag and drop the file and it will get uploaded. So this is how the file type works in the UiPath data service. Now let's see how do we manage the entities in the data services. So when I say managing, so let's see how do we edit or update or delete the data in the data services. So let's just start with the choice set. So if you remember, we have created a choice set here. So if I want to delete any of the choice set, or let's say if I want to edit the delete set, so I have two options available, edit and the delete. I can always go ahead and click on this pencil icon and it will give me an option to edit the choice set. I can just update the choice set. So weekdays underscore updated. Okay, now if you'll see, the name is not changing, only the display name will change. So this is how the update happens. So if I want to just update it to Saturdays, and I can always add one more choices. I can edit the description and hit on save. Okay, so this will just change the display name. So once an choice set is already created, we do not have option to update the name of the choice set. Okay, next option, if I want to delete the choice set, so I hit delete. So you can see UiPath data service gives you an option that the selected choices is being used in the following fields and cannot be deleted. So if you remember, in the entity invoice line items, this choice set is being referred. So if you want to delete any choice set, first we have to go back to the entity. This entity is referring to that one. So the day, so as you can see, the day is referring to the choice set. So I can go ahead and edit this field, or I can simply go ahead and delete this field. And now it is asking for me to confirmation. I'll just write day here and delete. Okay, so this, now the field is deleted, the choice set is no more I can come back to the choice set and let's try to delete this one. Delete. Now it has not given me the pop-up, it is asking me to type the name and delete. So this is how we can update and delete the choice set. When it comes to updating the fields, these are the fields which we have created for the entity. When I want to create update a field, so I can always go ahead and edit the field, but there are some things which I cannot change, such as, so if I go back to the official documentation, you can see we cannot update a system built-in fields, that is we have seen. But for the user defined field also, once it is created, I cannot change the name and the type. So if I come back, I cannot change the name and the type, but what I can change is I can change the display name. I can go ahead and change the maximum length, display value, description and all I can change. Okay, so these are the edit options which are provided by the UiPath data service. So one thing to remember here, when you are customizing the fields, we cannot update the name and the type of the field inside an entity. Okay, similarly, when we want to delete a field, we have can just go ahead and delete this icon, and we have to just type the name of the field we want to delete. Name updated, I'll just type it here, delete, and it's deleted. So this is how we can edit the field inside the entity. Now let's talk about the data. I just open the client entity and I go to the data. So you can see the ID created by, these are all the system defined field. I do not have option to update any of them, but these are the fields which are defined by the user defined field. So I can always go ahead in the data tab and edit this one. So now ABC company can be updated to XYZ company. It's updated. Similarly, for the file data type also, I can always go ahead and upload the data. I can go ahead and download the updated file, change or remove this one. So if I go ahead and remove this PNG, it's removed. There is no save button, the data is updated automatically. So this is how we update or delete the data. To remove the complete row, just select on the checkbox and click delete and delete. Okay, so this is deleted. Now when we talk about data, let's see how the deleting works in case of relationship. So if I open the invoices entity, you will see here company name is of the type relationship, so I can go to the data. Okay, so there is already a record available here. Now if I go ahead and go to the clients, okay, if I go to the data and if I just attempt to delete this one, okay, this cannot be deleted because it is being referenced by one other entity. And which is that entity? That entity is this one, because what is happening is the company name is a relationship type that is being referenced by the entity. So if I want to delete a relationship entity, first I have to remove the data from the child table. So if you remember, I just updated the ABC company to XYZ company, that is reflected here. So if I want to delete that entity, I would have to go ahead and first delete the child relationship table. I'll just delete this entity. Okay, now I can go back to the client entity, go to the data, and now I could delete this one. because I have removed the referencing field. So now, as you can see, I have deleted the data which was being referred to as a type of relationship. So thing to remember, whenever you are deleting any data that is being used as a relationship type, first we have to delete the data from the child tables. Now the last thing, talking about the entities, we have an option to delete the entity or edit the entity. If we go ahead and edit this pencil icon, I can change the entity name. So this is how I change the entity name. We do not have the option to change the name, but I can always go ahead and change the description, save it. Okay, it's updated. And if you want to delete any entity, I just go ahead and delete this one. It will ask me to give the name. Just as a confirmation, I just give the name, hit on delete. But again, the same thing, it is being referenced by the other entity. So what I have to do is I have to go ahead and go to the invoices. Okay, so the invoices is having a relationship, so I'll just remove this relationship. Okay, I cannot change the type also here, right? So what I can do is I will go ahead and delete this field which is being referred to as a relationship. Company name deleted. Now let's try to delete the entity. I'll just try and go ahead and delete the entity, delete, and the entity is deleted. The same concept here. If you want to delete the entity which is being referenced, first we have to delete the child entity, and then we will be able to delete the parent entity as well. So this was all about managing and editing, deleting of the choice set and the data in the UiPath data services. I'll wrap up this video here. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, and happy automation.